Hi, I'm Rachel Samples, and this is Market Miles by Schwab. I'm joined today by the one and only Kevin Gordon. Kevin is Schwab's resident Gen Z market commentator. You want to go for a run?
I think we should.
Okay, my knees are a little older than yours, but I think we'll be okay.
I think we'll make it.
All right, let's do it. So Kevin, when did you start running?
You know, a couple of years ago, I would say I started to get back into it.
Yeah.
Only more consistently maybe in the past 6 months.
Yeah, it's a specific niche of running where you talk about finance.
Yeah,
and,
I don't get to do this as much. Shockingly, nobody wants to do this with me regularly.
I'll do whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want.
Yes.
As long as I get to wear this vest.
Of course.
So let's back up a little bit. When did you get into investing?
So for me, investing in the market started in high school. My first financial memory, really, financial literacy memory, was when I was much younger. What my mom did was sat me down with her at the computer and had me watch her do her taxes. And then we continued that every single year. And that's really where I learned, certainly the financial literacy component of life. The investing stuff came later.
Shout out Mom.
Shout out Mom.
Mama Gordon?
Mama G.
Mama G. Shout out Mama G. Wow.
Yeah. We talk a lot about markets, and she, you know, is one of the smartest people I know. I'm biased, but
I love that. And your role now, is it a role that you always sort of thought you'd be in, or?
I spent a lot of time thinking about how did I want to take this interest for investing, but also my economics background, and merge those two.
Yeah.
What's going on in the economy, what's going on in the market, helping interpret that for our clients, and then helping ultimately build an investment strategy around that.
What are some good investment habits that you built then that have still continued today?
So I keep it pretty simple in terms of the 3 Ds. So the first one is just discipline. You know, investing is about a discipline process over time. It's not this moment in time thing.
Yeah.
Second one is discernment. Having the ability to really filter out what is noise and also what really matters for your portfolio, for your life, for whatever financial goals that you have, which in this environment is a hard thing to do, but I think it's good practice for investors. Third one is diversification. It's sort of a boring thing to talk about sometimes, but it is that thing that really helps an investor sort of smooth out a lot of the turbulence that comes with investing, whether it's, you know, multiple asset classes really struggling, whether it's the stock market and the bond market falling together, whether you're going through a bear market, whether you're going through a recession. That is really the best strategy that you have to guard against any of those bumps.
Yeah, not all your eggs in one basket mentality.
Exactly.
The 3 Ds, I can remember that.
Yeah.
I love it. We're doing great, by the way. There's only been about a dozen or so people who have passed us.
I think it's maybe a dozen.
Yeah.
Let's round down.
I feel
maybe
good.
2. Yeah.
Oh, I love a good stretch, Kevin.
It's good.
Oh, it's good. Do you think running or investing is harder?
Running.
Okay.
Running is harder.
That was
but
passionate.
both, I think, are connected. I think that running, you know, when you set a goal in mind, you know what you have to do to get there. There's going to be a lot of conditions that affect how you get there. And that's how I think about investing. You have a goal in mind, but things will hit you from nowhere, whether it's bad weather, whether it's a change in terrain. So I actually think that they're more connected than people might think initially.
Wait, so how do you stay educated?
So, you know, I think for anybody, not just me, having really good breadth and depth in terms of your research or your news, wherever you get it from, I think as an investor, you know, you never want to have just one source for anything. I think you want to get a lot of context around any particular data point, if it's on the market, if it's on the economy, just making sure that you're not so siloed in that. I think that's crucial. I think the other thing too is, you know, companies like us at Schwab do a lot of research and put a lot of research out, and we're posting things every day. Whether it's on the macro side, whether it's on the crypto side, whether it's on fixed income, you'll find something on the Schwab Learn page every single day that is useful to wherever stage you're at as an investor and also whatever asset class you want to be in. I think that one thing, though, that is holding is just this general theme around instability. And when you think about geopolitical instability, we've sort of been living this year, whether it's everything that happened with Venezuela, whether it's anything that happened with Greenland, right now, the war in Iran. That's really sort of central to this theme of instability and how things can feel very unstable. Doesn't necessarily mean that markets have to do poorly in that environment, but that is very different than what we've been calling sort of this great moderation era pre-pandemic. That was an era of low inflation, relatively stable growth, but you really didn't have a lot of these supply shocks. Clearly that has now been flipped, And that's what we've been living with post-pandemic, but certainly what we've been living with so far in 2026.
Yeah. Well, this was fun.
This was awesome.
That's our mile. Market's open.
That means I have to go to work.
Wait, Kevin. God, he's fast. I'm Rachel Samples. This is Market Miles. See you next time.
Check out Schwab's YouTube channel for more educational resources.
Schwab, everything investors need, all in one place.